Alright, I am doing a water video to show, number one, how important water is, number two, that most of you are drinking water that is horrible for you, and I was hired or interviewed to basically endorse a water machine. And so, for the last 6-7 weeks, I've done my homework, and I've had two of the top machines and did tests with them, and I've chose it, and we're going to show you today what we're doing with water and how you are relatively killing your performance and killing your body by drinking what I call street liquids. John, how are you, buddy?
Just mighty fine, mighty fine.
Say hello to the viewing crowd.
How you doing?
We're talking about what machine?
This is the Enagic machine, which started all the ionizer process a long time ago.
And where does it come from?
From Japan.
How long have they been using this as a medical device in Japan?
Over 3 decades in over 250 hospitals.
30 years. Tell me, what's different about the Kangen water than any other water? What can it do for you?
Well, first of all, you're going to get super antioxidants out of this water, and you're not going to get you're going to get a quicker recovery with this.
All right, and it helps aid in cramps.
Cramps,
because
absolutely.
You're getting hydrated.
Yeah, hydrated much
it's
better.
Being forced into the cells, which we're going to go over in a second with the microclustering.
Yeah.
All right.
And your Swatch chips will.
Well, they all work off cellular communication.
Sure.
And if you have a hydrated cell, folks, you're going to have a cell that communicates better. A flat cell is dehydrated. A full cell is hydrated. Here, with what we're doing, is we're going to educate the athletes of the world and the regular people that you are not hydrating yourself at all with any of the street waters and even tap water. All right, so let's talk about filling up or fueling up. What you're telling me is that this water allows you to hydrate. You can fill up with all the water in the world, and if it's just swimming right by and not going to the cells, what good is it doing?
Yeah, that's right. And that has to do with very small water clusters, and we'll get into that a little bit later with the T-bag test.
Let's talk about oxygen. How important is oxygen to an athlete? They've got oxygen water out there, and tell me a little bit about what that does, that oxygen water, and let's go from there.
Okay, oxygen water, as you mentioned, will give you about 1 breath of oxygen.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, that's like drinking a whole bottle of water that claims to be oxygen water. Now explain how the Kangen water forces oxygen into the blood.
Okay, first of all, it's very alkaline, and alkaline water is inherently very oxygenated. And most importantly, it penetrates through the cells 6 times more efficiently because of this microclustering. The microclustering is the water molecules go in clumps, and they're usually 15 to 18 molecules per cluster. Is 1/3 that.
Okay, so what you're telling me is, we're going to use my Leap for instance. If we were to mix this up with tap water, and we were to mix it up with your water, Kangen water, my water, it's going to be forced into my cells, and I'm going to obtain the nutrients 6 times faster.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay? So you're going to obtain the supplements you take, any nutrients through the water, faster into the cells.
Yeah, and we'll demonstrate that later with the T-bag test. But as far as the alkalinity is concerned, if you look at any kind of studies, you'll see that alkalinity is really important.
Real quick, where does cancer live?
In acid environment.
Acidic environment.
Yeah.
Can cancer live in a non-acidic environment?
It cannot live there, and a Nobel Peace Prize winner determined that.
So if your pH levels are up and your acidic levels are down, your body would probably almost be absolutely impossible to get cancer, is what we're kind of saying here.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay?
Exactly. That's
we have G2, Propel, Sprite,
Aquafina.
There's Aquafina. Smart water, I've been drinking it for years and I'm dumb as a rock. Tap water, I'm just kidding. Tap water. Now, explain to the viewers what the colors are, what they mean, and what they're getting when they think they are fueling, hydrating, and drinking something that's supposedly good for them.
Okay, first of all, this is a pH scale which measures the alkalinity and acidity. The more orange it is, the more acid it is. The more purple it is, the more alkaline it is.
All right, so the water machine that I didn't pick, they're pretty alkalinity.
Yeah,
okay? They're in the 9.
They're good.
They're in there, okay? Now let's go to the G to G. Woo!
Yeah,
That ain't no good. Let's go there. Well, down here at 4.
That's 1,000 times more
Here we
acidic
go.
than tap water.
Now we're going up. Looks more yellow, so we get a little better.
Yeah, this is 10 times more acidic
We are
than tap
still
water.
into. Now the green is neutral.
Yeah.
All right, and this is tap water, which is a light.
Yeah,
It's a
here
hard
is
water.
Yeah, hard water. Normally it's a blue-green.
And then we have the Kangen water, which is beyond the scale, is purple.
Yeah, it's 500 times more alkaline than tap water.
Okay, now what we're going to do is what is known as micro-clustering. We have 3 waters. We have 3 tea bags.
Can we move those?
That's okay.
And what we're going to do is you're going to see, I've got it,
Okay. All right.
We're going to dip them 3 times.
Yeah, hold it like this so you
Okay.
can control it better.
And why are we doing this and what's it
All
going
right.
to show? Ready, set, as we dip.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Okay.
and then
All
leave
right.
it in there.
All right. Now what that's done, you see how dark this is. It's penetrating those tea bag granules just like it'll penetrate your cells
All right, this
6
is-
times more efficiently.
All right, so what he's saying is that when we dip the bag, it's taking the water's grabbing the nutrients and holding on to it.
And putting it right in the cells.
Okay? Clear, and a lot yellower in 15 seconds, 20 seconds. That's
Yeah.
tap water, that's this machine, and that's this one. Okay, now, one of the reasons I chose this was because of the antioxidants.
Yeah.
Okay? How important are antioxidants in our body?
Well, of course, they attack the free radicals, and they take a free radical, which is a bad thing, and turn it into a good thing, pure oxygen.
Okay.
So it's just sucking up the free radicals, making them pure oxygen.
All right, so where else do we get antioxidant? Do we get it through broccoli?
You bet. You get it through a lot of things.
Spinach, Brussels sprouts, things of that nature, vitamins, but what you're telling me is I can drink this and I'm going to get as many antioxidants as if I sat down and ate a bowl of broccoli.
Well, yeah, and it's penetrating so much better. And if you do eat that bowl of broccoli and you drink this, then it's going to take that broccoli antioxidant and get it into the
Okay,
cells.
can you overdo this? Should someone drink the 9.5 all the time?
Yeah, we start with 8.5, and then after 1 gallon we go to 9.5, and that's what you drink from then on. That's the level of alkalinity.
Okay. The machine also has an acid water side, which is good for the skin and washing your vegetables and fruit. Am I correct?
Yeah, that's
Not
right.
fruit. Is it fruit?
Yeah, fruit and vegetables.
Okay, your
yeah.
fruit and vegetables.
Yeah, getting all the pesticides off.
All right. Now, how long have you been in the water business, sir?
2 years.
2 years. And why did you get into this, and what changes have you seen with people? I know you brought me someone, and that's one of the reasons I looked at it. He was, I believe, 65% clogged or 88% clogged in his neck. And they were going to go do a stent or something like that, and he did not go have it done. He drank the water for, was it 12 weeks?
I think it was about 4 or 5 weeks. I'm sorry, about 3 or 4 weeks.
About 3
months.
Okay, 8 weeks.
8 weeks.
And in 8 weeks, his clogged arteries went down to 20%?
To less than 20.
Less than 20%.
Right.
Now, when he told me that, my eyes opened up as to how this can help people. So, if you're not a world-class athlete, it's okay. This water, 70% of your body is water. Every bit of nutrients that goes into your cells gets there how? By water.
That's right. Exactly.
So, if you're
even
drinking,
oxygen.
if you think that you're getting good stuff from the street stuff, you're not. So this is an education to the listener, viewer, and the reason I'm doing this is because I am now endorsing. This is the SWAT's water protocol that I'm going to be putting all my athletes on and recommend to anyone who chooses to change their health. Now, do you have anything else you need to put in there?
Well, I'd say there are a lot of competitors from Korea, and they are half price, and I almost bid on it myself when I was buying one of these. As it turns out, they do not last long and they don't have the performance. Out of the box, they're not bad. 6 months later, they're really clog up badly. This is designed to last for at least 15 years based on their 39-year history.
And you have a machine that runs from around 1,300 to around 4,000.
That's right.
Okay, so there's a price range. Add it up. What does this cost at the store? What does this cost at the store? And what is this doing for you? It costs you way more than you think on your health, especially if you have cancer in your family, if you have a bad diet, if you're trying to lose fat. Drinking this is not going to help, because most acid and cancerous stuff is stored in what cells? Fat cells. Okay? So if you're trying to get it right, change your life, or if you want to take your athletic performance to the next level, well, the SWATS endorses the Kangen water machine, and it's all I'm ever going to use, and it's all I'm ever going to recommend. If you have to drink tap water, I believe you can put lemon in it to neutralize it, because you can't take this everywhere with you. I've for 20 years carried a jug of water everywhere I went as a former competitive bodybuilder, you know, and that water's not the same as it was 15, 20 years ago, okay? They're making it with acidic stuff. I don't even know how they're making it acidic. I'm not going to stand here and lie. I just know that I'm not going to put that in my body. This is how we're going to operate.
Yeah, and the labels, what does that label say?
It says antioxidants.
And we see, if we did a test, and we didn't do it here, to measure the antioxidants, it's actually oxidizing your body.
Well, this is just a point for you to educate yourself, get more info. You can go to my website, swatsteam.com, click on the water page. It'll take you to, what is the website?
Thiswaterchangedmylife.com.
This Water Changed My Life, and see the stories. And my suggestion is you find the machine that fits your budget, you get it into your program, you start eating better, drinking good water, feeling better, and performing better, whether it's at work, whether it's with the kids, or whether it's where I play on the professional sports fields of across America. We are out of here. I thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you.